Hey, yo, what up, Bodega Podcast? You already know who it is. It's one half of the sexiest Puerto Rican studs on this planet, Ortiz, baby. And shout out to all the Bodega Podcast listeners. Ow!
This is Agatha Carter, and you're watching the Urban Wrestling Network.
Yo, this is the Lucha Thug, the one-man Lucha gang, El Rey Gordo himself, the King Fat Boy Papo Esco, and y'all rocking with the Urban Wrestling Network.
This is Shane Taylor, CEO of Shane Taylor Promotions, and you are listening to the Urban Wrestling Network.
Hey, you guys, this is Christi Jaynes, and you're listening to the Urban Wrestling Network.
What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? It's the OG Boricua Dandara, a.k.a. the Coquito Papi. I'm here with none other than my brother, Evil Once. Evil Orbit is back in the building. What's really good, sir?
What's going on, everybody? It's your quintessential Puerto Rican muffin, Jorge, Evil Once. I'm here with the afternoon snacks. It's 7 p.m. Evil Orbit. And, Chef, we're going to talk about our homegirl, Thunder Rosa. So let's go and take it away. Woo!
Evil Orbit is getting his freaking flyer miles on. So, listen, as we see Thunder Rosa, what we feel and what it really looks like, had her last match in N.W.A. It was a really good match. We think it's a send-off. She literally just had, to me, and you've been watching wrestling longer than I have, the greatest women's match I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen something from start to finish as great as this. Not only that, but I don't know, have you seen the new videos that came out when Thunder Rosa was coming to the back?
Yes, with her and the Britt Baker that did it on YouTube. All I know is this, bro. You go from that massacre of a match on Wednesday, and you turn around Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You have to fly from Orlando to Georgia, because that's where the N.W.A. thing is doing it. 4 days later, and you're wrestling like nothing ever happened, bro. I'll be so you'll see me there with a cane walking to the ring with a walker and a back brace. They want me to wrestle Camille in that condition that I just took on Wednesday, of falling from ladders and thumbtacks, and I'm bleeding. And like you mentioned, they had the videos with Britt Baker afterwards and Thunder Rosa afterwards, bro. The ovation that they got from the talent itself, that gave me goosebumps. When you go back there and everybody's coming up to you like, whoa, that was one hell of a match, blah, 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 blah. They're getting clapped by everybody back there. And then you got to fly out that same night, whatever time it is, or the following day to go to Atlanta, Georgia, to then 3 days later get into another match, bro. I don't know, bro. That's like a football player having to play on a Sunday and then get up to play Thursday night.
Oh, I mean, and let's keep it real. Camille, when they call her a brick house, she's a brick house. Like, Camille is ripped, and she was doing some serious power moves. Like Thunder Rosa, when I keep telling people Thunder Rosa is the greatest women's wrestler right now, and people want to say, oh, but she's not on a big platform. What does that mean? Like, I'm saying she's better than everybody, and I don't care what platform she's on. I don't care if she's doing this in front of 5 fans or 5 million fans. Thunder Rosa right now, and Thunder Rosa is a small girl.
Yeah,
and it doesn't matter if she goes against people like Nyla Rose. Doesn't matter if she goes against Camille. Doesn't matter if she goes against what was the girl? It wasn't Riho. It was the other one, right?
Oh yeah. Oh crap! I forgot her name. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, though. I know what you're talking about.
Everybody, size-wise, weight-wise, length-wise, Thunder Rosa fits with everybody. And does not matter who it is, how long it's been, they put on great matches. I'm not a Nyla Rose. What's up?
And I always hate when they say, well, Charlotte Flair this, Sasha Banks this. They do it. Yes, they're the greatest of generation, but in one company.
Yep.
You can't say you're the best in the world if you're not leaving that company. But yeah, you're going around the world, but you're still wrestling the same people in the same company. You know, Thunder Rosa is AEW, N.W.A, you know, the World Championship that she was doing against when she lost her belt against Serena D. So you're doing different companies, Everybody's seen you in different companies. So yes, you are the best in the world because you're wrestling people from different worlds.
And I mean, let's be honest, Charlotte Flair has wrestled like the same 5 girls for 4 years already. You know what I mean? Like, so Thunder Rosa.
Like when are they gonna fight her again against Sasha Banks again? It's only time before one of them goes to the other side and they do the same shit over again. Just feel like, oh, it's a WrestleMania match. Oh God, no, not again.
I mean, it's drawn out already. It's past this thing. But here's my thing. Every time I watch Thunder Rosa, I feel like it's a special match. That match, it'll never be duplicated. And if she does, God bless her and whoever. Because I sat back, had some goosebumps just talking about that match. As a wrestling fan, that's probably in my top 10 of all time. I watched that and I was like, damn, I can't believe I seen what I seen. Britt Baker elevated. She elevated. We're going to see her probably go back to AEW. And I'm telling you right now, I want to see her and I want to see a real partnership with Impact. And I want to see her versus Deonna Purrazzo. I don't care if it's for a belt or not for a belt. If it's just a pay-per-view and both of them are on it just for, who wins. I want them to market her and say, this is the face, because I'm going to tell you right now, Britt Baker looked great, and I admit it. I've never been a Nyla Rose fan. I thought Nyla Rose has sucked at ring, but Nyla Rose of late has really cleaned up her act. Yep. She stepped her shit up. That match with Thunder Rosa was freaking awesome. Yep. So the women's division is getting better. You bring Thunder Rosa in, there's so many possibilities. I want to see Thunder Rosa in that partnership go over and start dealing with some of the Impact girls as well, because they have so much talent there too. Well, they have a good amount of talent, and I want to see that. I want to see her versus Su Yung, not Susan, whatever. Deonna Purrazzo, give me those girls. Like I just the opportunity of Taya being now away from N.W.A. and being in AEW is so dope. And if I know they're doing the Asian thing, and I would love to see more of those Asian. I think your girl is here, or she might have just been here for the set.
No, she went back. She went back to Japan.
Oh, she went back already?
And the thing was, there was a little scare. There was something happened over the weekend that she's very vocal, and she's always on social media, on Twitter.
Oh, wow.
Is on there every time. She wasn't there for a couple of days, so fans were getting worried that something happened to her. So I guess they reached out to one of her friends down in Japan. She took that on her, and I guess her page they
hacked it.
They hacked their page, so she hasn't been able to go in her page since for a couple of days. I guess her fandom, bro, they were worried.
They ready to put the
dogs. They sent out everybody to make sure that she was fine, bro. Because, like I said, she's like very visible on her Twitter page, always posting pictures, saying weird stuff or funny things that she always does. But yeah, there was a little scared thing, man, going on there. I was like, whoa, hold up, don't let my ego get messed up. No. Now, yeah, I love that girl. I just found her. I need to see more matches of her. Yeah, man. But there was a little thing. But she's fine. Everything's good. She just got hacked. I guess they're trying to get the shit back, the page back, So we'll see what happens, man.
So who gets in her way first? Because I don't think you go right back into the well and get Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa. When Thunder Rosa comes back, she does her intro thing. Who's the first person in her way to get to the women's champion?
Britt Baker.
You think it has to go right back to Britt Baker?
Because the simple reason is now it's tied up at 1-1.
I thought it was 2. I thought this made it 2-1.
No, this is the second match they had. So the first time Britt Baker won, which we were shocked.
Yeah, I remember I was complaining about that.
Rosa won, so now it's tied at 1-1. I think the next match that they have will probably elevate that person to the women's title.
What the hell? What kind of match can you throw out next?
Last standing woman match.
Jesus.
I mean, I'll go. I mean, for real, they went from a regular match to an all-out war in that one. Like
I think it was called Lights Out, right? It was called Lights Out.
Now you have a last standing woman match. I don't know if it's the same thing or not. Can you know something? It might be the same thing. You know,
That's
honestly.
what I'm saying. Or like a steel cage, maybe a steel
It might be
cage.
the same thing. I think they'll have. I don't know, man. To be honest with you, I don't see them not being done yet.
What about a steel cage? You think they're doing a steel cage?
Dude, that'd be. I mean, if they did, that'd be awesome. If that happens, like no outside interference, but they already had that second match. Nobody interfered. So, you know,
Lethal lockdown, bro.
Yo, it'll be awesome, but I mean, unless they put Thunder Rosa and they put legit Layla Hirsch in front of her, that'll be. I mean, they're both around the same height, you know, and Layla Hirsch got that power ground with those legs that she has. So there's gonna be a lot of suplexes being done in that match. I mean, I could see her being one of our opponents for Thunder Rosa in the future, but you know, like who else is there? Red Velvet?
Nah, I think Red Velvet's not ready yet.
Or maybe they put her against Jade Cargill.
Could be. I mean, I would like to see that rubber match come down to, like, at this moment, I'd like to see Britt Baker go over and win the belt, and then the next time we have it is for that title. You know what? I want it to be for that title. So one of them has to have it. And at this point, Britt Baker, had a few matches and then she gets the shot. And then you have Thunder Rosa come in and then she's like, no, you got to earn your way to me. You know what I mean? Like, stick Rebel first, let her run through Rebel. And then you do everybody else. You give her like a gauntlet to get her.
But the whole thing is like who... You know, Big Swole just came back, and she said that she wants to challenge the champion there. But other than that, who else is the challenger for? Geez, I forgot her name. The champion there,
Sheeta.
You know, there's like not really no other than Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker rivalry. There's nothing else going on female wise.
They don't get enough time. You barely see it on Dark. It's odd.
Well, if they do get enough time, Cody Rhodes' wife is in the middle of it.
Oh, dude. Like, it was crazy that she wound up having, like, what was it? Belly bump pics with Moxley's wife. And it was like, why is this a thing? I don't, like, congratulations. God bless you both. I hope you have, beautiful children and healthy and everything. But
when I found that, congratulations. Now get the hell out of my TV because this has nothing to do with wrestling at all.
Yeah,
and I don't care.
And, like, that's where fans, I think, could just go too far with it. You know what I mean? Like, I wish everybody the best. I never want to see a wrestler hurt if I like them or not. But if it has nothing to do with wrestling, I don't want to watch it on my wrestling.
The best thing that ever happened to Red Velvet's career was Brandy Rose getting pregnant.
Oh yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, and we talked about it prior, that match with Shaq, which we thought Shaq took that really good spot. I watched that match to see what Jade looked like, and I was more focused on Red Velvet because I thought Red Velvet looked better than Jade. And I was like, oh shit. I went in watching for one person, the other person stole the show. Red Velvet, she needs to keep doing this because the more she keeps doing it, the more she gets her own time, and they don't have to worry about, when this girl comes back, because she's going to do it. When Brandy comes back, she's going to talk shit, slap somebody, and we're going to be like, here comes Brandy again. But
and this is what the thing that really gets me about AEW. The same thing they said at first, we're going to build this. We're not going to be the main focus point. A year later, they are the main focus point.
Yep.
Cody Rhodes has the longest interest of any wrestler in the damn company. Every little announcement, they have to come out to the front and say something. Even though the gender reveal was a big do it on Instagram. Do it on your own page. Or Twitter.
Do that on Being the Elite or whatever.
Yes, they could have done it, but no, they have to take 20 minutes of the show just for that. Has nothing to do with wrestling.
It's so true. And that was my biggest beef, and we talked about this the whole time that AEW was coming up, is I hope they don't just stay with the elite guys. I want to see everybody else get some shine too. Like, you got to understand, these people are growing, and I'm sure they're getting paid real nice.
Oh, yeah.
But eventually, if I'm not getting no burn, maybe I will go to WWE. Or I'll get my shine here, and maybe I can go to Impact and get a big bag. Because you know my value here. You see what I do, and I don't need to be here. So now I leave because I'm stuck in the shadows of doing nothing. And like you say, every time someone big comes in, it's versus Cody Rhodes. Every time it's something, it's the elite. Like, at this point, I'm like, guys, you have FTR. Well, they're not even FTR. It's the Pinnacle now, which we don't know. We'll see more about them. I don't like the name. I like the idea. We'll see whatever happens, happens. Obviously, we're seeing Inner Circle. We've been wanting them to break up forever. Hopefully, this kind of fixes it. And we're like, okay, this is what the Inner Circle should be. The Dark Order that's never dark. You know what I mean? Like, they're just a bunch of fun guys, which I like the Dark Order, but still. We barely see Ty Conti. We don't see much of Anna Jay. Like,
well, Anna Jay is hurt. Remember the shoulder, so she has surgery.
That's right. So my apologies. She is hurt. I forgot about that.
And Ty Conti is living now on Elevation in Dark.
Okay.
If you don't see, if like Dark, dude, Dark show is the Dark Order show. They have every member on that on the Dark Order wrestle on Dark every week.
You know, it's hard for me to watch because I hate squash matches, and AEW Dark is like AEW squash. You know,
that's exactly what it is.
So I'm like, I can't get into it because I know every winner. You know, like, and it doesn't even take much. Like, if my youngest took 2 seconds and looked at the card, he could be like, that's the winner, that's the winner, that's the winner. And then we watch, and that would be that. And it's like,
dude,
right.
The Bulk Club is undefeated on Dark. Because they
Blood Club, baby. Those are my guys.
You know, they undefeated on Dark because there's the same unknown that you wrestle. Like, who is this guy? Oh, I know him from somewhere else. Like, you know, Isaacs, the tag team partner from Bram down here, I know you. He's supposed to be wrestling there tonight. Again, with a different tag team against someone else that they're going to lose against. So
let me ask you a question. Do you think that, let's just say hypothetical for Thunder Rosa, do you think she can get, I signed with AEW, but storyline, I signed with Impact Wrestling, and kind of do like, because I'm telling you, I feel there's a war coming. It feels like it's building. You don't think that we're going to get
I agree. I'm just going like this because it's the same three guys. It's the Good Brothers.
I mean like a real war.
So far as the same thing. I still haven't seen one female do anything. Which this is what I'll be waiting for, is something to happen. And dude, it's just like, but yeah, it's definitely time. Something should be happening soon.
I said this to people that the only people that have went over is Omega to Impact and the Good Brothers over there. Do you know how many people try to come off? Oh no, we had Private Party over here. I was like, we had Private Party once. Like,
actually, that's right. Yeah, for storyline, and they wrestled. Well, 2 matches, and then two matches, and then the pay-per-view match. So they were there for a month for one set of typings. See, I'm fine with that. Because they keep it, and they added a little excitement to the tag team division. But now Finn Juice did that now. Which
is fine. But there's no way you could tell me that another AEW group shouldn't be there, or people like Rohit or Ace Austin or any of their guys, Trey Miguel, shouldn't be going up against Darby Allin.
Yes.
You know, for that TNT thing. Yeah. When you say a partnership, use it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're really, and I mean, obviously they're helping Impact, their numbers are up. But if we had that real crossover and you had those guys on AEW, or you had Darby come out and challenge an Ace Austin, you know, it doesn't even have to be belt for belt, but he comes out with the TNT belt and his stupid skateboard, and Ace Austin comes, you know, like, Ace Austin's like, oh, you have Sting? Well, I got fucking Madman Fulton. Let's see what's up. You know, like, you could really do some special stuff. But no, it's elite going to the elite, and it's like, all right, man. Don't want to say I'm bored of it, but I was excited when I heard the word partnership, but I'm no longer excited.
I'm bored of it. Until I see something actually happening other than the Good Brothers and Kenny Omega, I'm bored of it. Next step, I'm looking forward to the match against Omega and Swando.
Well, I'm not even, you know what? I don't want to go into it because you know how I feel about it. I am super bitter. Listen, I'm like a prom date that's been stood up. Ladies and gentlemen, for myself, Evil Once, Evil Orbit, the rest of the crew, www.urbanwrestlingnetwork.com. Y'all know what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we're out of here. Deuces.